Seems like you said that last time. And here's your host, the Foil.
Zoo, that's the Foil. And on today's show, we are reviewing the Rust and Pain album. We're starting over for a little while. You know, while we're recording the new album. But for now, I'm going to leave the show to Ricky, and then Ricky's gonna pass it off to Cracker, and then I guess I'll cut you on the flip side. So take it away. Oh, by the way, hey Ricky, how you doing? Happy to be here, dude. I don't know if that swamp thing's real that Cracker's talking about, but he's gonna introduce the fire eye of the Bragi. Nothing to do with Best Buy. On Tales of the Bragi is they're going to talk about the farm. I like farms.
I was born ready.
Morning, folks. This here's the Bragi, and I have a new story. Now, last week we were talking about the haunted swamp. Now, this haunted swamp is part of a swamp called Izzy Hollow. Now, the Izzy Hollow is in this part of the story, but Izzy Hollow is just a small part of a bigger place that's called the Rhoads farm. The Izzy Hollow is way in the back, and that's where a lot of secrets are. But we won't be talking about that. We're going to pull it all forward, and we're going to talk about the main Rhoads farm. You know, I know Ricky was asking about the Rhoads farm and if the swamp was real, and all I'm saying is, come on up, Ricky, and we'll show you that swamp, and you'll tell me what you see. But right now, I'm going to describe the farm. It was a beautiful farm, and I know Ricky likes horses, so I want to talk about the horses. Now, the horses in the horse barn were the biggest, most majestic horse barn in 5 counties at least. And it was just magnificent. I mean, they had horseshoes that were like this big round. I mean, I was like, are you shoeing elephants? No, they were just horses, but they were the Rhoads horses. And then they had a beautiful farmhouse, and they had the guest house and the carriage house in the back, even, and then they had the carriage house down in front, you know, and that was part of the Western Union, and it had a telegraph station, and it had you know, that's where the wagons came in, you know, and because they was going into town, and you couldn't get into town unless you passed the Rhoads farm, and it was magnificent, and they had the great big old dairy barn, and then they had the big old upper barn, and they had down below by the river there were a couple tobacco sheds, and then there were a couple places where they had the big old chicken coops, and I have an understood authority that, you know, behind the chicken coops is a great place to grow medicinal stuff. And we won't talk about that, but it's all, you know, the farm comes alive is what I'm talking about. Yep. And coming up next week, I'm going to talk about, you know, we talked about that little carriage house down the foot of the hill, you know, and that's where the telegraph station was. Well, and also carriages come in. Well, I'm going to talk about a particular carriage that comes in, and that carriage was driven by a little old gypsy girl. And we're going to talk about that gypsy girl next week. But until then, this is the Bragi, the fire eye of the Bragi. And tune in next week. And we're back. Seems like you said that last time. You knew I had to say it. Okay, so coming up now is the major announcement on the show, as if we haven't had enough on this show. It's been a very busy show, and I want to just say right now, I have an announcement to make. Starting Monday, replacing Funkadelic Acid Blues, which is going to be on hiatus for a while, and we are bringing up a new star of the journey of JTTG, and that is going to be Jerry. Yes, Jerry is going to have his own show. It's the Jerry Show. It's the Jerry Show. My show. I can do what I want.
It's my show, I can do what I want.
You know, the other day, I mean, I know New York State's got an idiot governor, and I know Pennsylvania's got an idiot governor, and I know, like Michigan, you know, that woman's lost her frickin' mind. And yeah, it's coming Monday. Don't miss it. You won't be disappointed. And check out our videos on Rust and Pain coming up this weekend. Catch you later. Let's roll, Cupid. Oh, and this week, coming up this Friday, I'm going to be releasing old videos of the Rust and Pain album videos. So enjoy those this week, you know, and then next week will be, you know, legalized freedom and so on and so forth until we get to the end. And we'll see what happens at the end. Okay. Roll Kelpie.
Remember to hit the like button, subscribe, and hit the little bell. It'll just make my day. Catch you later. I think I got it. I think I've got it.